It was supposed to be just another normal school year at Blackwood High, but something about the place never felt right. The students whispered about the school's dark past, stories of missing kids, strange apparitions, and eerie sounds echoing through the empty hallways at night. Many dismissed them as urban legends, but for those who stayed late or wandered alone, the terror was all too real.
I had heard the rumors but never paid much attention, until the night I was forced to stay late for detention.
The school had an unsettling silence after dark, the usual hum of chatter replaced by an eerie stillness.
Aiden, finish writing those lines as punishment for skipping the test. I'll be back in a bit.
His teacher, Mr. Holloway, left him in the classroom, the door creaking shut behind him. The clock on the wall ticked painfully slow. 8:45 p.m., almost done.
That's when I heard it, the sound of faint footsteps in the hallway.
Aiden froze. Mr. Holloway had said he was the only one left in the building. He glanced at the doorway, half expecting to see someone walk by, but the hallway was empty. Shaking his head, he forced himself to focus on his work.
A minute later, a whisper slithered through the air, just behind me. Help me.
Aiden's breath caught in his throat. He turned sharply. No one was there. His chair scraped against the floor as he stood up. His heart pounded as he peered out into the hallway. The dim lights flickered, casting long, eerie shadows. A sudden blood-curdling scream echoed through the school. Aiden stumbled back into the classroom, knocking over his chair.
It came from down the hall, near the old gymnasium. The place students avoided. The doors were supposed to be locked after hours.
Gripping his phone, he turned on the flashlight and cautiously stepped into the hallway. The air was thick, charged with something unseen. The scream had stopped, replaced by an unsettling silence. His footsteps echoed as he approached the double doors of the gym. They were slightly open.
Aiden hesitated, his breath coming in quick gasps.
Slowly, he pushed the door wider. The gym was dark, the only illumination coming from the faint emergency lights. Something moved near the bleachers, a shadowy figure hunched over, trembling.
Hello?
Aiden's voice was barely above a whisper. The figure snapped its head up.
A girl no older than 10 with hollow eyes and blood-streaked cheeks.
Her mouth opened, but no sound came out.
Then her lips curled into a slow, unnatural grin.
Aiden staggered back as the lights flickered violently.
The girl began to move toward him, her feet dragging against the polished floor.
A sickening crack sounded with every step. Panicked, he turned and sprinted out of the gym, slamming the doors behind him.
His heart pounded as he ran down the hall, his breath coming in ragged gasps.
He needed to get out of the school.
He reached the main entrance, yanking at the doors, locked.
The cold metal wouldn't budge, sealing him inside with the darkness closing in. A cold breath caressed the back of his neck.
Aiden!
He spun around. The girl stood inches from him now, her head tilted at an unnatural angle. Aiden tried to scream, but his voice failed him. Darkness swallowed the hall as the last light flickered out. The next morning, the janitor found Aiden curled up in a fetal position near the entrance, his eyes wide with terror. He wouldn't speak, wouldn't move, and when the doctors finally coaxed words out of him, all he could whisper was,
She's still here.
Years later, Blackwood High was shut down after more students vanished. The building still stands abandoned, but if you listen closely at night, you might hear the whispers of those trapped inside, waiting for their next visitor.